reality in Gaza, where over 500,000 Palestinians have been facing starvation across the entire Gaza Strip, with over 71,000 children under the age of 5 are facing acute malnutrition. These staggering rates reflect the severity and the complexity of the situation on the ground. We just took a look on what happened for the trucks that were sent to the Gaza Strip. Many were directly distributed to local bakeries that started to resume relative operations on the ground, and people started to gather in front of these bakeries in order to get some loaves of bread. But those bakeries cannot cover the entire population and cannot stop the spread of famine in the territory, and this has been widely seen on the ground, and many communities till now did not get much life-saving aid in what was sent to the Gaza Strip, in particular those who are living in the northern parts of Gaza. And this has been a key challenge for delivering aid to the north of the Strip. The Israeli control over routes of aid, the control what goes in to these areas and what might come out. And apparently there is no any Israeli permission so far on the delivery of aid to the northern part of the Gaza Strip. We started to see people are collapsing because they are unable to get any sort of food, and what has been allowed to access the Strip as well is not what Gaza's officially needed. They completely are calling for an unconditional flow of all kinds of humanitarian supplies, include food parcel, baby formula, alongside also with many life-saving equipment, including heavy machinery, in order to allow for Gaza civil defense to recover victims and casualties and to reopen roads that had been completely targeted and strewn with debris. But the ongoing Israeli offensive and the security vacuum emerging following the Israeli expansion of operations have been hampering and also hindering all kinds of deliveries to specific areas in the Gaza Strip and exacerbating the current crisis on the ground.
And we'll thank Tariq Abu Azoum there from Deir al-Balah in Gaza. In Gaza, Palestinians have seen no let-up to Israel's assault. At least 53 Palestinians have been killed in Israeli attacks on Friday. The Jabalia refugee camp has been hit by successive strikes. An attack overnight left more than 50 people trapped under debris. Many couldn't be reached. Al Jazeera's Anas Sharif reports from the Jabalia refugee camp.
Yet another carnage by Israeli forces. This time, the victims were the entire Darduna household in Jabalia. The Israeli warplanes leveled their home to the ground. It once was a multi-story building and more than 50 people inside. All of them were buried under the debris. Neighbours and civil defence crews are using their bare hands in a desperate attempt to reach any of the victims, dead or alive. As of now, dozens of bodies of severely injured people have been recovered. However, most of the victims remain buried under the rubble.
This residential building was made up of 5 levels. Last night it was flattened to the ground by the Israeli fighter jets. The airstrikes caused all the 50 people inside to fall, either killed or buried alive. We managed to recover only a few.
This is my nephew, my brother's firstborn. He was named after his uncle Muhammad, who was killed with his child on October the 23rd. We were raising his surviving son, but now he has joined his father and brother in heaven. Before them, his mother, sister, uncles, aunts and grandmother were all killed. The Israeli military is killing civilians for their fun. May God punish them.
We are trying to rescue innocent children, women and elders. We are doing all that we can to rescue them without any equipment or heavy machines. By the time we reach them, even survivors would be gone too. We are working under grave danger. These concrete slabs may crumble over our heads. We rely only on God.
Many more civilians are still buried. No one is able to reach them